Log footage is just like this bagel, not very satisfying on its own. So most of us who shoot log will naturally slap on a LUT. And this is still a pretty lackluster sandwich, so I would then go ahead and tweak this with some slider controls, or cheese for this metaphor. This is the recipe I've used for most of my career. But in the past year, I've discovered something that might be obvious to some because the panel is right there in Lumetri, but I never really used it. And that is the final ingredient that makes this sandwich very special, the second LUT, the creative LUT on top of the utility LUT that makes all the difference. It's important to remember though that most creative LUTs you use will be kind of like this sandwich. You'll need to really dial them back, then fine tune it until there's only just a little bit there, but what's left really adds something special. Quick note on DaVinci, it basically cooks your eggs for you. You can input your camera's color space so you can get right to adding those creative LUTs or, of course, manually grading. Don't get me wrong, doing your own color is great. It's something I enjoy doing when I have the time, but I definitely don't market myself as a colorist first, and it would always be so labor intensive to give footage a unique look that I would often bypass it completely on quick turnaround projects, relying just on the good old-fashioned egg and cheese. I posted in the community page on YouTube asking you all for your favorite creative LUTs. I collected all of my favorite creative LUTs. I also reached out to some brands who had LUTs that I was interested in testing, and I invited over my friend Mike to bring his favorite creative LUTs too, so we could test them all together.
I'm on the road with my band all the time. I don't really take much video work anymore, but I still do our music videos. I do all the editing, the coloring, so that's why I have all this access to all these raw and red files.
Do you ever watch Danny?
I've got his LUTs.
Oh, you bought them too?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, you know what? His footage looks great. I'm gonna use it on some of my YouTube stuff, and I just haven't. They look way better on his footage. Look outside and look how different it looks than Hawaii.
I really like the forest one. I think for things that have green in the frame, let me show you. Tell me if you disagree. I like how it makes the greens very rich, like takes the oranges out. But with something with no green in frame, it looks like terrible. What about a soccer field?
Looks great.
The whites still look relatively white.
What are his other looks in this package? Oh, he has a Nolan blue. I've used that one. Ooh, I like that look. So you know what, it would look good? A city, outside city overcast. Yeah, this is like what I would use it on. The
white sky is white here, and then when you apply the LUT, you have all of this.
But I like that.
Yeah, you like that, yeah.
Because like it's looking good on these.
Let's talk about that Swedish dude that you sent me LUTs by.
Yeah, that's the guy.
That's the guy? All right,
Creative North. Yeah.
And that's at 53%. Let's go to 100 just to see really what it's doing.
Yeah.
Whoa. So that is the huge stack of bacon there.
Yeah.
But you can see what it's doing. Really bringing up the blacks. The blacks are up to like 11 IRE. And that actually looks, honestly looks kind of cool.
No, I like it. Like it's a really, really specific look for this type of content where we were shooting in like call it a haunted house looking thing. It looks cool. I would still use this on a music video. Now I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh yeah. Should bring that back. I stopped using creative LUTs for so long because as I started to get more serious with DaVinci, I was like, no, there's no need for LUTs. But now I'm like, wait, that's all, who cares what some DP on the internet says about using LUTs if it makes my footage look better than I can make it.
It's funny, I feel like most YouTube DPs would actually be talking up LUTs because they have LUTs to sell. This is how to color grade your footage. And then like the video is just like them using their creative LUTs that they're selling you. Like, well, you just use my LUTs. That's how you color grade your footage.
But I think it's also important to know how to use a LUT and when to use a LUT.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we're trying to do here. So what do you think about my method, my bacon, egg, and cheese analogy?
I think that's the way to go.
A brief interruption to discuss combo LUTs. I'm not actually sure if these LUTs have a specific name, but I'm gonna call them combo LUTs for the purposes of this video. These types of LUTs transform your footage and give it a creative stylized look, all in one single .cube file. I won't be throwing these types of LUTs into the mix today because it's already difficult enough to find a good utility LUT for your specific camera and specific log profile. And if you need a LUT to do both that and give you a look that you personally like and works for your project, then you're going to be working with such a small pool of options, if you can find any. Personally, I never buy LUTs that are a catch-all of log to 709 with a creative look, because if you don't know what log profile they're starting at, there's no way that the gamma curve can be correctly converted. So you might end up with a really cool look, but luminance-wise, your image might be pushed in weird ways. And that's kind of like not really having your bagel in working order before you stack on the bacon. But if you do find that perfect conversion LUT for your camera, then you can explore all of the various creative LUTs the world has to offer without sweating whether or not your luminance conversion is working or not. Because the base of your sandwich should be set, and then you are free to experiment. And that's why it's so important to find that correct utility LUT first before you take a look at any of these options. I wanted to ask you about this actually. I've been meaning for like years to ask you about this. When I edited my tour documentary, I think I sent you the rough cut maybe, and you were like, yeah, it looks good, but...
Chuck this on and it's gonna look finished.
You sent me this creative LUT.
Yep.
Which I have since renamed to Magic LUT. In my computer, it's just called Magic LUT.
Yep.
But the original name for it was
like
F8700 log. Where did you get this? Do you remember where this came from?
No.
Let me see if I can just search this. 8700. Oh, I think it's from the IWLTBAP guy. Unknowingly, I've been using this guy's LUT for years.
If only we knew what his name was.
This is the last one. Seriously, what is the meaning of IWLT? That's what we really want to know.
Yeah.
I would like to be a pony. So let's throw on that LUT. Just like the blues pop like crazy, but your skin.
The skins get weird and orange. There's a certain gamma value that the oranges are blasted.
You're right. When it gets above a certain point,
Yep.
they get desaturated. So like your skin here is just, it looks kind of washed out because you were closest to the light source. So this is basically like one of those combo LUTs that converts footage to 709 and gives it a creative look. But I've been using it as a creative LUT, but just at a super low percentage. Another YouTuber, Mark Bone, do you know him?
Yeah. He's great.
He has a few creative LUTs. Hour of Magic is one of the gnarliest ones.
Whoa.
Look at this. Yeah, look, it turns that light.
Man. Yeah, okay. You have to like shoot intentionally for this LUT if you know what look you're going for.
Yeah, I would load this one on the monitor.
You have to light and expose everything for,
It's like my favorite wild look that I've discovered so far. It just pushes things so far. What about this? This is like a sunny shot, this tailgating footage.
Yeah, see, it works.
It does. It does work here. I reached out to Tropic Color for some LUTs to test for this video to see if they'd want to be included. And they said, sure, here's some LUTs. Also, I forget what they called it. An affiliate program. So
affiliate link.
So my first time being an affiliate is for this video. So,
congrats.
So if you buy a Tropic Color LUT, first, don't trust what I say because I'm incentivized to sell them to you. And two, link is in the description.
That's what I used for the actual music video.
When you were coloring it?
Yep. Oh yeah. The TC Urban LUTs.
Oh, so you already had these.
Yep. I used the Atlanta look. Well, I use it as a reference.
Okay.
So then I looked at it and said, oh, that looks cool. Let me then color it to look similar. Because like for a music video, it doesn't matter if the skin tones are completely off, you know, like your skin can be blue. There's a TV show called Gomorrah. So a lot of it is colored like that. The show is really dark.
Yeah, see, this looks like Gomorrah.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I have to remind myself that like real films and real television shows often have very, very pushed colors.
Yep.
Where skin tones are not gonna be accurate and whites might not be white. It's more creating a mood.
This is clearly like not a good guy.
Most of the time, I just like to make things look really pretty because I want my clients to say, oh, wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, and also like your channel is, how would you describe it? Informative, educational?
Fun and fun-formative.
Yeah. The way you color your stuff fits the type of content that you're doing. Whereas I'm making videos in a van about playing shows in Poland. Nothing's cleanly colored in my videos. As much as I'm talking about color, everything that I've made, I look back and I go, this sucks, so don't listen to me.
Oh, let's go to movie looks. No Country for Old Men, that's Deacon's and it's like very natural looking. Oh,
Wow.
her skin looks really nice there.
Yeah.
Much more vibrant. The whiskey looks so good. Like anything like golden, I think looks really
Even
good.
the logs in that corner.
Yeah, I can definitely see myself using it to just polish up some client work. Yeah, it makes things look less stale. It picks up contrast-wise where the utility LUT left off. It gives me that little bit extra that I usually want in the shadows.
It's not, I mean, it's very natural.
Yeah, I can't believe how much I like this No Country for Old Men LUT. Because this is what I'm going for like 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10. Probably 9 times out of 10.
For commercial and client delivery stuff like
that. I want it to be a clean look and I want my creative LUT to make it look polished, make things pop, but I don't want it to look like I'm trying to give it too much of a look. Is thermal just gonna be like a thermal camera?
Drone looks, does it change the shot? It does look nice. Try that. Do you have any like landscape? Yeah. A lot of these LUTs, like they have a place that they look good in. Yeah, I like that.
That's a cool one. Okay.
Okay.
There's just gonna be a bunch we're just not gonna get to. And that's fine. If this interests you and you want a part 3, let me know in the comments. And if you're still looking for that perfect bagel base, check out this video where I compare a bunch of free and paid utility LUTs.
Porco Dio.
Say what?
It's a swear in Italian. It means pig god. But it's like the worst thing you can say.
And why are you bringing that filth to my YouTube channel?
Well, I want to get you demonetized. I'm jealous. Oh yeah, congrats on the getting monetized.
You have over 1,000 subscribers now, right?
No, I just need the watch
The watch
time.
hours, yeah.
40,000.